motherfucking Taco Bell, you feel me? That motherfucking bell. And head back to this truck. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all. But I ain't gonna lie, these truck stops be nice. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, out of all the truck stops, the one in Iowa on Iowa I-80, that's my favorite one. That's the biggest truck stop they got in the world. And my second favorite is Petros. Like, any Petro you go to, man, they truck stop gonna be stupid. Like, especially the one in Joplin, Missouri. I think that's the biggest Petro. Man, they got so much shit in that bit, and it's so dicked out. And it just give off a good welcoming vibe for the truck drivers. And they got all type of activities you can do and stuff like that. And I didn't even know they had movie theaters in certain truck stops, but they do. Shit crazy. It really be a vibe, though. They got everything in there, man. Already, you have a good one. Head back to that truck, man. Real road runner territory, you feel me? I throw them bands on the bit. See my truck over there. Right there, y'all see my truck. I got a little nice, but I'm gonna hit y'all when I get in the truck, though. Oh, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy SAUCEGODF.HAMP, man. We in the truck with it. We got that motherfucking bed, you feel me? Say what I got. Man, I'm so mad, y'all, man. I ain't lying, I'm done, man. This MUKBANG really ruined. You wanna know why? I ain't got my nacho fries, bro. They didn't even have my nacho fries, man. I was so close, bro. Now you ain't got my nacho fries. That's why I be seeing, like, Taco Bell be on that bullshit. They'll take the nacho fries off the menu, add them back on, take them off, add them back on, take them off. Just leave them on, bro. That's one of the coldest things on the menu. Shit, why take them off? Like, they be driving me with that shit, man. But yeah, I just got, I'm finna reposition my camera. Hold up. Now, don't mind me, I'm sweating, because it's like, if I had an L on, y'all ain't gonna be able to hear me, so I'm gonna have to make that sacrifice just to make this video for y'all. So, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what we working with. We got the motherfucking quesadillas, you feel me? Shit, we got that motherfucking beautiful, adorable, amazing ass grilled cheese burrito, man. That motherfucker is amazing. I just hate I ain't got my nacho fries with the nacho cheese. They really be blowing me for real. Yeah, I got the hard tacos. Actually got 3 of them big motherfuckers, you feel me? We gonna eat right over here. Them motherfuckers look amazing, you feel me? See, we gonna dig in. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all about my company. You know, the US Express. Give y'all a little update. I'm gonna start off with the good stuff first. But the good thing, one of the good things about this company is the home time. Like, I don't care when you got to be home. They is gonna get your motherfucking ass home. You feel me? I don't care. Like, they gonna get you home when you want to be home. And that's a good thing, you know. Cause some companies, shit, you'll tell them you want to go home, and boy, they'll be on BS with you and not trying to get you home and making up excuses and shit. So it's good that they ain't like that, you know. And another good thing is like when you know, finna get in with them, you get enrolled and you finna go through the pre-employment and stuff. You know, they gonna put you in a hotel till you get hired and stuff. You know how they go. The hotels are very nice. Like, the hotel I was in, it was so nice. I loved it. They had the little weight room and stuff in. The breakfast was good. It was clean. Beds big as hell. They comfortable. And I was actually in a room by myself with 2 big ass beds. You know, most companies, they gonna put you in there with another driver or another employee that's finna get hired on with you. They'll put you in a room, y'all gotta share. But I was in the room by myself with 2 big comfortable ass beds. I loved it so much. I loved it. I ain't lying, man. I slept so good. Like, I ain't never slept so good in my life. But man, when I was in them beds, I don't know what they had on them beds, but man, I slept like a baby. Do you hear me? Cause you know I don't sleep good at all. I do not sleep good. But yeah, now we're gonna get with the bad thing. The number one thing with them is they pay. They pay suck. They pay suck. It ain't no ifs, ands about it. The pay sucks. One of my little ass had called me. But like I was telling y'all, that pay sucks. And like you can tell them like you don't want no load that's up under 500 miles or whatever your goal is. Cause you know my goal is to get at least 15 to 1700 miles a week. Cause that's what you need to at least get 1,000 something a week with this company. Cause they only pay 53 cents a mile. So if you don't run at least 15 to 1700 miles a week, you're not gonna see shit. So when they be giving me miles, them low mile loads that's under 500 miles, under 1,000 miles, 600 miles, 700 miles, 800 miles, I get pissed off. Cause I know like that shit, my check gonna be small as hell. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like my first check with this company was like, shit, what it was, $871. Then the second was $540. And man, when I got that $540 check, boy, y'all, when I say I instantly got mad, boy, I got so mad, and boy, I almost quit it that same day. But I was like, SAUCEGOD, I know you mad and you upset, but you gotta hang in there until you find something else. Cause it'd be dumb for me to quit my job and I ain't got nothing else lined up. So that's the only thing that had stopped me from quitting that day. Like, I can work at a fast food place and make $500 a week or every 2 weeks. I can make that at a fast food job. So it's like, what I'm working for y'all for? I'm basically slave, you know. Then my second check, it was like 900. Then I mean the third one. Then the fourth one, it was like 1,000 and something. Then the fifth one was like almost 1,500. And then this other one I got now, that bit was like 820. So it's like it be iffy, like, and I like consistent checks. I don't like that shit. Like I don't like my shit to be this amount this week, then that amount this week. Like I need to at least get 1,000 minimum, you know, cause I can invest with it. My bill's not high, but when I'm getting paid up on 1,000, it's gonna make it hard for me, cause I can't even take care of my bills, and it's like. Every time I pay my bills, I literally be broke. Like I'm living paycheck to paycheck, and my whole goal was to at least save $5,000. Don't you know I can't save nothing, and I have to borrow money from Chime, cause you know Chime let you borrow money when you go broke. Don't you know I be borrowing money, and it's like, what I'm working for y'all for if I have to borrow money from Chime? And then when I get my check, you know they gonna get theirs every time. It's coming out my check every time. So that's one thing I say. But some people satisfied with it, but me personally, I don't. If I get 1,000 to 1,300 a week, or even 1,400, I'll be satisfied. It would never come on my mouth. When I'm getting Walmart checks and fast food check, yeah, you gonna hear my mouth every time. Every time. Man, I gotta get my tea. Boy, it's hot as hell on this bitch, boy. Another thing I don't like about this company too is like they just so unorganized, seem like, you know, cause it's always something. Like Don't y'all know I had a load all going all the way to Nebraska. And I forgot where I was from, but I was in Tallulah. To remind you, I drive like 300 miles because I was getting close to Grand Island, Nebraska. But remind you, I had to get some groceries for my truck. So I was running out of food. So I was like, I'm gonna stop and get me some groceries for my truck. I'm gonna stop at the little Walmart. So I had stopped at Walmart. And I noticed, you know, we got our load tabs. We got all the addresses to our routes, our fuel stops, you know, our ship was in receipt. We got all that on our load tabs on our tablet. So when I got out of Walmart, I noticed it was a fuel stop added to my route. And it was in Mississippi. And remind you, I just left Mississippi, so that would be going the opposite way from where I'm supposed to deliver my load. Because all I could think in my head, like, why the hell would they want me to go backwards and go to Mississippi and fuel? So I had to try to contact my driver leader. Well, I say driver manager. They say driver leader. I say driver manager. So I tried to contact her, but she was gone. So it was somebody else. And she answered the phone, and I said the same thing. I told her the same thing I'm telling y'all. Like, why is this added on my route? Like, why I'm going to Mississippi to get fuel? Because they would be going the opposite way from the receiver. That's dumb, you know. And she told me, you just need to go there and get your fuel, you know. And I'm like, what? And, you know, she wasn't really explaining. She said some more stuff, too. I forgot what she said. So at this point, I'm just pissed off, and I just say, all right, I'm going to go to that. So don't y'all know, I ended up where I live from, which is Tallulah, Louisiana. Like, I literally drove all that time for nothing, and I came all the way back to where I live from. The same exact truck stop. I left from TA truck stop in Tallulah, Louisiana, and I ended back up at that truck stop in Tallulah, Louisiana. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that was just a waste of time. I could have just stayed there. So, you know, I do my little 10-hour break, because, you know, after all the time you get through driving, you can drive up to 10 hours. They say 11, but I feel like that last hour, you need that to, you know, go park and shit, or the last 30 minutes. So I just say 10 hours. So after you do your little 10 hours or 10 hours and 30 minutes of driving, you get a 10-hour break. So I'm like, I'm gonna do my 10-hour break and, you know, Tallulah. Because I was running out of time anyways. I had no choice but to do my 10-hour break out, because if I would have went in the Ford, I would have went in violation. So, you know, the next day come, and remind you, when I was going towards Grand Island, that load was due the next day. So I was on this load for at least 4 days, and it was supposed to be due. So the next day, you know, they hit my tablet talking about, oh, when you gonna deliver this load? Not knowing I'm 1,050 miles away from the load. And the city I was in, I don't know the exact city I was in, but I was like 100 miles away. So basically like an hour and 30 minutes away. And when I went back to TA truck stop, I was 1,005 miles away. That's why I was looking at her like, what you mean? And they can see where the truck's at. That's why I say they be playing, because they can see where the truck's at. Like, they got their little system and shit, and they little computer shit. Like, they know where these trucks at. And they can literally get on the computer and see, yeah, this truck is here, this truck in this state, this truck in this state. So it's like, why you asking me when the load will deliver? You know I'm not gonna make it on time. And then, I don't say no names, but somebody called me from dispatch, and they were talking about what time you gonna make the load, and I would tell them the same thing, like, I'm not gonna make it because it was a fuel stop added to my route, and I had questions about it because it was going, you know, the opposite way from the receiver where I was supposed to deliver to, which is in Nebraska. And she talking about the system automated. It's an automated system. They automatically add the fuel route. And I was like, if that was the case, it should have been immediately removed. And they should have told me don't go there, you know. Because it's me, as a driver, I'm very respectful. I'ma do as I'm told, you know. That's just me. And then she started getting an attitude to my, you don't need to do that stupid stuff no more. Like it's my fault. Motherfucker, I ain't the one who added the fuel stop on there. Y'all did what the automated system did. And I feel like it's y'all job to be like, they immediately remove that. You know I'm supposed to go there, so why is it on my tablet? You know, and then you try to make it seem like it's my fault, and then you being disrespectful towards me. And you know me, I'm the type of person, like, I don't like nobody talking to me crazy. That's why I literally had to hang up the phone, because like I've been to cuss you out on this phone. Like, don't play with me, man, because it's not my fault, you know. And I was so mad because that whole load was ruined. And then I was supposed to take it to a drop yard, and I didn't even have enough time to make it. They didn't even tell me that they wanted me to drop it at a drop yard. Like, that's why I tell you, they don't communicate with you, bro. Like, you gonna be out here lost in the motherfucker. Like, and that's one of the things I don't like, you know. And then another thing I don't like about this company too, say if you need some fixed, like your inverter mess up, refrigerator, anything, they don't give a damn. Like, US Express don't give a fuck. Like, don't you know, my inverter been messed up in my truck, and my freezer part been messed up in my truck for a while now. I'd say at least by 2.5 weeks, and they still ain't fixed it. And they told me, they were like, after you do this load, we gonna get it fixed for you. I finished that lad, they give me another load without even acknowledging them, you know, that I still need this fix. So that's why I was like, damn, like y'all disregarded that. Like y'all really don't give a fuck. Like, that's why I say, like, when you need stuff fixed, they is not gonna fix it. Like, that's why I be sweating. Like, and then my AP unit, it don't even stay on. Like, sometimes it'll go off, but sometimes it stay on or something. But most of the time it go off. And it's like if the truck ain't running, it don't even blow cold. Like, so I don't know what's wrong with it. And I be sweating, I be hot, you know. And I hate that shit, because it's like I already can't sleep good. That's just gonna make it worse, you know. They've been giving me head the whole 2 months I've been here. I ain't lying. I only been here for 2 months, and I'm talking about it's been rough. Like, they be stressing me out, man. I ain't lying. Then I had to do it in dispatch. I ain't gonna say no names, but you know me, I be complaining about my lows because they be trying to lowball me like I'm a rookie. You know, I feel disrespected as a driver when you pay me a $500 for the check and you think I should appreciate that shit and be cool with that shit. And then dispatch gonna get on the phone with me talking about, you know, you got to get what you can get sometimes, and you know, you gotta be grateful and be appreciative. Like, nigga, what? If you was out here busting your ass and running all these, well, I ain't even say running all these miles, but you know, trying to work hard and shit. But I ain't say trying to work hard, because I work my ass off. Like, you know, like, as a truck driver, bro, like I said, man, don't no truck driver deserve under 3 racks a week, especially the OTO. Like, we work our asses off. Like, we have to deal with so much, bro. Especially other bullshit ass drivers that love to pull out in front of you and shit. Like, we deal with so much. Like, we deserve to get paid good. And he was basically just trying to make me feel like I'm supposed to accept it. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, it's gonna be alright, man. It's gonna get better. Because I was complaining to my driver manager too, and that's when she was a dispatch. And they were talking about, oh, you need to be easy with her. You're gonna have to work with her. Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like, nigga, I need my money. Like, I got goals that come. I got bills. I got responsibilities. Like, you know, I'm an adult now. I got stuff to take care of. And the money y'all paying me is not supporting it at all. like I literally be broke. When I get through paying my bills, I be broke. And it's basically living paycheck to paycheck. And that's what the regular 9 to 5 do. So it's like, why I'm working for y'all? It ain't even no point of work. It's basically I'm working for free out here. Yeah, and then you know me. Shit, you know, they heard me complaining about the pay on the camera. Cause you know our cameras can hear everything we say, but I don't be caring. Cause you gonna know how I feel. You gonna feel me. That's just how I am. I'm gonna speak my mind. So I guess I ain't like, I know I ain't the only driver they be talking shit about the pay. I know they done heard a lot of drivers say that, so. But I know they definitely heard me. Cause you know, I was complaining about the pay and I was talking shit, and I know they heard it. So I say about 2 days later, they on my driver in the comment talking about, oh yeah, Mr. Hampton, here's some been a pay increase. I was like, boy, y'all funny as hell. Y'all try to increase the pay, dog. And shit like this. So I was really geeked. But it was like 6 cents. I think it was 5 cents. Like, that ain't shit. Give a nigga 25, 30 cents. Like, that's why I tell you, but these companies be so tight with their money. What is a 6 cent raise? Like, that ain't nothing, bro. That's why I tell you, boy, they be on BS. That's why I say, boy, when you working for people, boy, it's so stressful. Man, it's so stressful, bro. Like, that ain't never the way to go. That's why I tell you, boy, y'all people who own y'all own trucks, you got y'all own biz, and y'all YouTubes that got y'all own stuff going, boy, y'all blessed. Y'all ain't got to go through none of this stuff we be going through. But when you up under somebody, boy, they gonna make it hard for you. And they can pay you whatever they want, because you know they own this shit, you know, so they can literally pay you whatever they want. And you ain't got no choice but this shit when you work for them. So, but yeah, that was crazy though. Like that $500 for the check fucked me up, boy. When they sent me that, boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy, I want to call you Express it, cause all they had, so they ain't like, boy, I was so bad, but I was like, I ain't gonna do it, cause I knew I was gonna get fired anyway, so I was like, man, I can't do nothing but take that L. But yeah, they pay up. I ain't lying. They pays, it ain't worth it, bro. Like, they'll literally make you give up on truck driving. Like, it's so many times where I was like, man, I'm finna go back local and go home. Like, I don't even want to do OTR. Like, that's how I was like. Like, they stressed me out there bad. And you know me, I love OTR. Love over the road. I love travel state. Love running that shit. And that's another thing, like, I feel like as a truck driver, they really run this truck till the wheels fall off. You should get them high mile lows every time. And I'm not no lazy driver. So you got some drivers, they like to stop. They don't like to drive that much. They probably drive like 300-400 miles a day and be done. Shit, I can drive 400, 500, 600 miles a day and really run that shit, you know? And if I could do 700, but I might do 700 some days. Like, I can really run that bit, bro. Like, especially when I got a fresh shower. And, you know, my truck clean, because I love my truck clean. I don't like no dirty truck. Fresh out shower, got me some good breakfast in me, shit. Well, I'm going to run that bitch till the wheels fall off. Like, yeah, I'm a runner. I'm a real road runner, bro. Like, I'm not no lazy driver at all. So it's like, why give me low mile loads? Like, you know. But that's just how some companies is, though, man. And then I feel like if you do give a driver some low mile loads, like especially the whole week, you should just pay them at least a minimum of $1,000 a week, no matter how many miles they get. Especially when it comes to low mile loads, you know, just to make sure they good. Cause I feel like, you know, like if I had a company, bro, like say if I own 3-4 trucks, and you know I got 3 people driving for me, shit, boy, they gonna get paid at least $1,000 to $1,500 a week. I'm gonna make sure they good, cause you know, especially when they working hard for me and they making me more money and they busting their ass for me, hell yeah, I'm gonna make sure y'all good. Cause I'm the type of person, if you bless me, I'm gonna bless you. You know, I ain't finna be not paying my drivers, you know, and you know, not getting shit fixed for them. Like whatever they need fixed on that shit, I'm gonna make sure that shit get done as soon as possible. And I'm gonna show them that I care. Like they gonna feel respected, they gonna feel welcome, they gonna love working, cause I'm gonna make sure they good. Like that's just how you supposed to do people, bro. When somebody working for you and you know take care of business, you supposed to make sure they good too. But them, well hell nah. And then I had some more people call me from my job. They was like, yeah, I been seeing you been putting in applications for other jobs. I was like, yeah, cause y'all pay suck. Y'all pay ain't worth working. It ain't worth it at all. And he talking about, oh, yeah, it's gonna get better. Just give it a couple weeks. I'm gonna make sure your checks get better. You know, cause you know if you working hard, you know you deserve to get paid good and stuff like that. I don't want you to quit, cause we can take care of you over here. And he don't even know, like, but y'all can't take care of me. Y'all been showing it the whole 2 months, so why would I even waste any more of my time at this company when y'all ain't even taking care of me? Right. But yeah, I'm quitting though. Like, I start my new job Monday, and I'm gonna quit here on Thursday. That'll be my last day. And this new company I'm with, y'all, man, they talking about $2,500 to $3,000 a week. And you go out 3 weeks and stay home a whole week. You know, most companies give you a week for every day. Man, this company give you a whole week home. But me, I won't even do a whole week home. I just don't need that much time out. The most days I might do is 3-4 days and get right back on the road every time. I might take a week off when it's something important, when I really gotta take care of a lot of stuff. But other than that, I'll never take no whole week off. Unless I just genuinely want to, and I got my money right. Say if I got like 7,000-8,000 saved up, oh yeah, I'll do it. But other than that, I'm on that road. I'm gonna run it every time. Every time. And then let me tell y'all about the time I was in South Carolina. I forgot where that load was going to, but I had to pick it up in South Carolina. Don't you know? They had me going to 3 different locations to pick up an empty trailer. And you know when you pick up an empty trailer, because most of their loads are drops and hooks. So you gotta have an empty trailer to get a loaded trailer. So they sent me to 3 different locations. And on the 3rd location, they was like, oh, you ain't got no empty. We're on the self-empties. So I had to leave there and go to a whole nother place that was 2 hours away. I mean, no, an hour away. And I get there, I couldn't get the trailer up there. So I ain't even have none. I'm like, damn. Y'all just got me going everywhere, wasting my time. My time running out. Still ain't got my shit. That's why I tell you, like, they be on that BS, man. Like, I was so drove that day. Cause I forgot where I was delivering to, but I supposed to been on the road, bro. And then when it's time to dispatch a load on you, boy, they'll take forever to put the load on you. I was going to South Carolina. Yeah, I was going to Charleston. I was probably like an hour from Charleston. But you know, I like for them to dispatch the load on me so I can see the address, because I don't just want to be driving around, because I don't know my way around no South Carolina, because I'm not from there. So I just be driving around. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it too long to put the load on me, so I'm just gonna drive to South Carolina, Charleston, because that's where I'm going to. But I don't know the exact address of the shipper I'm going to. So I was like, I'm just gonna drive up there, and hopefully when I make it up there, I'll stop somewhere and I'll see that they dispatch it on me. Man, I get up there a whole hour later, the load still not on me. I'm like, damn, y'all can't put the load on me? Like, I don't even know the address, so I'm just riding around. Like wasting time. And I had to call them again. I called them. It's like, yeah, what's up? Y'all come put the load on me and stuff? And she was like, oh, I just got back from lunch. I'm finna do it now. And I feel like if my driver manager was on them, somebody else could have did it. Like, you know, it just shouldn't be one specific person doing it. You know, I feel like, you know, somebody else could have did it while she was on lunch or dispatch, you know, or something like that. Yeah, boy, when I say that day was so stressful, bro, And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the loads be late because they be on that bullshit. And then one time, I was in this part of Ohio too. I couldn't find the shipper, cause it was Pigastine loads. And I ain't never know that, like, cause it was a Lowe's stuff, a Lowe's distribution. But remind you, as I'm pulling up, I ain't see no sign on no building that say Lowe's. So I'm lost at this point. So I see Amazon and I see Pigastine right down the road. So I go down there. I was like, damn, I don't see no Lowe's. Don't y'all know Lowe's was in Pigastine the whole time? And how the fuck I supposed to know that? Like, I didn't even know I don't know what they got going on. They through the same company or something. I didn't even know. So whole time I'm just sitting and I'm waiting on them to give me the correct address and shit and show me where it's at. And I had called one driver, she got an attitude with me, talking about, you're right by it, how you don't see it? And I'm telling her I don't see it, and she talking about, you're right by it. And she started pissing me off, so I just hung up the phone. And she, like, cause she was talking to me crazy too, like I was slow. And you know, I don't like that shit. Like, I get on your ass. Like, you ain't finna talk to me crazy. Oh, here. I want y'all to know, I sat for a whole 2 hours waiting on them to show me where the ship is. A whole 2 hours. That's a whole 2 hours. No, that's a whole hour and a half I could have been driving instead of sitting. And don't y'all know, the Lowe's was where the Pigastine building was at the whole time. Even though it was no sign that say Lowe's or drivers go here, this is the Lowe's distribution too, or nothing. Cause they mostly have signs to tell truck drivers where to go. Or trucks go this route, or trucks this way. They'll have that shit, but they didn't have that shit, so I didn't know. And I was so pissed off because I was like, damn, this was the building the whole time. I rode past it 3 times. And, you know, they ain't even tell me that. And it took y'all a whole 2 hours just to tell me that. That's why I tell you, but this company, they'll make you say, fuck truck driving. I'm telling you, boy. But they'll literally make you quit and go home. From my experience, boy, you'll go crazy. When I say they stressed me out the whole 2 months, bro. Like, boy, I ain't never been so stressed out in my life about my money. And, you know, just the way shit be going. Like, boy, I've been stressed the fuck out. Like, I ain't lying, boy, I've been going through it. But yeah, this new company I'm going to, man, I'm excited. I do my drug test Friday, and I start with them money. It's a company in Wisconsin. And like I told you, I'm finna be getting paid $2,500 to $3,000 a week. And I stay out 3 weeks, and I get a whole week at home, and I get to spend my home time in any state I want to without dropping the truck off at the terminal. And this company, like, you know, when you ain't spending home time in your original hometown, like, they gonna want you to drop the truck off. So, like, say, you know, I stay in Russell, Louisiana, I want to spend my home time in Florida. I gotta drop the truck off to a nearest terminal. I cannot take it with me to a truck stop and do it like that. So I was like, that's another thing I don't like either, you know, because it's like, why I can't just park it at a truck stop and then just enjoy my home time like that, you know? Because I can understand why you wouldn't want me to take it with me to the, you know, because I could be in the hood and people stealing, you know, killing and shit, because it's some dangerous places in different states, so I can understand it. But at a safe haven, like a truck stop, a rest area, or a way station, you know, I can have my truck right there and vibing whoever I want with, or my family, my little ass, my brothers, or whoever it is, you know. Shit, I just park my truck right there. But they not going for that. So that's another thing I don't like about this company too, you know. But, and shit, another thing I don't like about this company, they slow ass government trucks. You know, most speed limits is 70, 75. That shit govern at 65, and that shit so slow. Like, I be trying to get there, and hell, I be want to go 70 at least. And hell, can't even go 70. But that bitch would go 70, 75 going down a big ass hill like in the mountains. That bitch would go over that government because all that weight that's on the trailer. But yeah, I don't be liking that shit. But yeah, I'm happy I'm going to this new one though. I ain't gonna cap. I'm getting forward though, y'all. I'm forward. I'm wasting this shit. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. That was really it though. told y'all shit. The only good two things about the company, they got good hotels, good breakfast, and they get you home when they want to. That's it. That's literally it. Everything else, bullshit. Dispatchers, bullshit. Driver manager, bullshit. The loads they give you, bullshit. Like they gonna make it hard for you. Like that's one thing about this company. They ain't gonna make it hard for you. I'm telling you. And then they gonna expect you to be okay with it. Like, but hell nah, I ain't finna be okay with this shit. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. $1 million comes out in the world. I'm not finna settle for this shit. Like, I'm gonna go where I'm respected and my goals and needs and wants are met, you know? So, but yeah, that's the end of the video, man. Y'all stay safe and stay dangerous.